Good afternoon. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez is currently on a three-day tour of West Africa to reinforce bilateral relations with Mauritania, the Gambia and Senegal, from where the majority of migrant boats reaching the Canary Islands are being launched. Sanchez announced a series of agreements with Mauritania yesterday to stem the surge in migrants. Sanchez said Spain will renew cooperations between the two nations' security forces to combat human trafficking. Despite the rhetoric that is growing in Europe, migration is not a problem, he said, openly recognising the need for migrant workers in Spain's ageing society. He added that migration is a matter of moral principles, solidarity and dignity, and therefore does not intend to halt migration altogether, but instead seeks to regulate it. Seen as a beacon of stability, Mauritania hosts around 200,000 Malian refugees on its border. Authorities anticipate more arrivals in the coming weeks when sailing conditions between West Africa and the archipelago are more favourable. Meanwhile, the Canary Islands marks 30 years since the first migrant arrivals today, when two young men from Western Sahara arrived on their shores. Since then, over 200,000 migrants have landed after travelling hundreds of kilometres on packed, rickety boats in search of a better life in Europe. A British tourist has drowned while swimming at a beach whilst the red flag was raised. The 77-year-old man went into the sea at Cullera yesterday and was later pulled down to the water unresponsive. Emergency services were alerted at 11:30 a.m. and paramedics rushed to the scene where they performed CPR on the man for 30 minutes but were unable to save him. Lifeguards in the beach resort south of Valencia are said to have warned holidaymakers not to go into the sea due to strong currents. A driver who was allegedly going in the wrong direction on the A7 motorway near Fuengirola caused a multiple collision this morning. According to DGT sources, the incident happened just after 4:20 a.m. Emergency services received calls from several people indicating that at least 4 vehicles were involved. It appears that only one person had to be taken to a local health centre for treatment following the incident, which forced both lanes of the A7 to be closed until around 7 o'clock this morning. And in a new twist on traditional dating, single people are swapping online dating for shopping trolleys, turning local supermarkets into hotspots for possible romance. The idea that a supermarket might be a prime location for meeting potential partners was first popularised by Vivi Lin, a TV personality who shared a video on TikTok. According to Lin, many people head to the shops between 7 and 8 p.m, hoping to find love in the aisles. If you happen to spot somebody who catches your eye, a gentle bump of trolleys could be the perfect icebreaker. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.